Hey, appreciate y'all tapping in. Welcome to Champagne Convos, the podcast. I'm still trying to figure out if that's going to be the name, but y'all bear with me, give me some feedback on that. Today, I have two very special, I want to say another word, but I think I get canceled for people in the building. Two of my brothers feel like I've known them for another one. Two of them, I feel like I've known for 10 years, known for, 3, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll talk about one to my left first. You know what I'm saying? My boy running the show, consultant extraordinaire, never met a stranger. Any room he walk in, he probably going to leave knowing more people that was in there. The boy just know everybody. Shout out to my man Omari. He the loudest person in the country.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's real. That's real.
Hey man, Jersey's finest. Let me. Then we got on the far left, man. For some of you, needs no introduction. Mr. Outside himself. I think they outside and outside too, depending on the day. Mr. Outside himself. He'll wear anything, anywhere. That man will wear anything, anywhere. And we love him for it, man. Big shout out to my man. We don't know what he do for a living, Micah.
I'm the real life Tommy for real.
Yeah, bro.
No, real life.
I'm happy to be here, man.
We have no clue what that man does for a living. Man, be going on runs at 12:30 in the afternoon. Like,
Hey, God is good.
just getting.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, bet, man. We well, I guess let's jump into it's a game I call word chess. So it's just an exercise. Got it from my boy Josh Bear, and Josh, I'm gonna stop shouting you out on that. That's 2 straight episodes, so I stole it. It is what it is. Basically, I'm gonna give y'all a word. I want to just get your raw reaction, 1 to 2 words of how you respond. All right.
Okay.
All right. First, commitment.
Who going first?
Don't matter.
I'm not doing that.
That is insane.
Commitment don't even have. I don't even know what he meant it, but commitment is something that's like a pledge for forever. You feel me? Commitment.
I ain't asked for the definition. Give me your 2 words of how you
I
feel
just
about
did
it.
forever.
Oh, forever. All right. Micah, pull the mic closer to you. Just a little.
All right, bet.
All right, bet.
I got you.
Next word, outside.
Every weekend. Yeah.
It's network. It's a network there. You know, that's what I use it as. Business.
Oh, that's how you sell it. Okay. Okay. I like that.
It's a business,
I like
man.
that.
People is a business.
All right. Hookah.
Nah, I'm good.
Death in a tube.
I'm good on that.
You talking about death in the tube? Boy, you order death every 3 days. What you talking about?
That junk could give you a headache.
Goddamn
What?
free.
I had to give it up. I ain't fooling with that.
You can't run after doing hookah, bro. That junk is too much.
You can run. You just might run out of air. Is what-
That's a fact.
Maturity.
Comes with time.
I like that. Growth.
Okay. Charlotte.
Week. We have
Sheesh.
90 days.
90 days.
I think 90 seconds.
Nah, bro. Charlotte, it has potential, but it's super cliquish.
Yeah.
It has the ability, but it misses.
Okay.
Opportunity. You feel
Yeah,
me?
all the pieces are there. I would
Yeah.
agree. I would agree.
It doesn't have identity.
Miami.
Yo, from my experience, Miami is ghetto. Yo. I actually got to live there for a little bit. It's ghetto, bro. It's good for a vacation. It ain't good to stay.
Yeah, definitely can't live there, but it's definitely a good spot to just embark on it and just live life, man. It's fun to take a vacation for sure, but definitely can't live there. They be raising prices on stupid stuff. You be like, what?
Plankton, $7.99.
Man,
Did
they
he say
charge
plankton?
Bruh, I think they put raisins in my salad. Shit was $20. Like, what the hell? You put raisins in my salad? Now shit $20?
Bruh.
I don't even like raisins in my salad. You could have saved me that.
All right. Love. The deep sigh is
that deep side was
insane.
crazy.
Because they could go so many different ways. Family. I would say that. I love my family. That's it.
For me, love is I want to piggyback off that, but yeah, it's definitely family, and again, that's forever too. That's,
I like that. I like that. All right. Well, let's start with commitment because both of y'all. Somebody said I ain't doing that. So why not? Like, why? What's holding you back from commitment right now?
That's a couple things, man. Honestly, just haven't found that person who will make me want to change in the aspect of commitment. And then just in general, right now, I got goals that I want to achieve still. So I feel like that would prolong me getting to that goal by trying to put all my energy into what I know women want. Like, she wants your attention, she wants your energy, and stuff like that you can't give all the time when you're trying to reach something, when you're trying to, put forth effort in other things. So commitment is not even top 5 on my priorities right now.
Is there a world where you think having a woman by your side would help you get to your goals?
Absolutely. The right one will definitely push you and be that support system. I, for one, right now, am not open to having somebody in my space like that. Just because it's a distraction for me. And until she shows herself as not being a distraction, that just comes with me getting to know that certain person. I just don't have that yet. So, I mean, if it happens, I'm not going to stray away from it. But until that happens, that's not my priority.
I feel you. You got anything else?
what's crazy is I thought about it in a total different way, and the reason why I said forever is something that's going to be something that's continuous, right? Is I thought about the word commitment is committing to yourself. Not so much with a counterpart. It's more so what am I committed to for myself? Like, what goals am I putting out there for myself that I'm committed to that I don't fall astray from?
Fact.
So that's what really is forever. Because sometimes you have, like he was saying, distraction. There's so many other distractions. Women can be distractions. Life can be distractions. Your job can be a distraction. But are you really committed to what you are looking to achieve in your own life for your own self? So when I thought about commitment, I thought about my inward man, like my inward self. So that is the way I took it.
That's dope. Now you definitely got to commit to yourself to make something happen for sure. All right. Before we serious it out, what's the worst date y'all been on?
Oh, I got catfish. Y'all ready?
Oh yeah, I need to hear this.
All right. So when Tinder was a thing, I don't have Tinder no more, but it was back in the day, like when it first came out, you could swipe right all day, bow, bam, bam, and with the thing with the cameras, you can have a certain angle about yourself that accentuates your body in a certain way where you look fantastic. Let me just say that you look fantastic. You lied to me. You lied.
You lied to me.
You lied to me.
You lied to me.
But anyway, we get the conversation, we get to talking or whatever, to the place where we was gonna go on a date, man. And the date was like going to the movies, something simple like that, which is fantastic. All right, cool. We going to the movies. It's chill. It's my first time meeting you. I hope you're not a kidnapper. I hope you're not a robber. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So I'm pulling up to the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to meet. Because at the time I was living a lot farther than everybody else and stuff like that. So we was gonna meet. Ain't no way I could pick her up. That type of thing. So I was like, yeah, let's just meet because the time didn't work out like that. Let's just meet. We meet, and I'm parking my car. I'm like, all right, where you at? She's like, I'm in the parking lot. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see where you at. And now I'm outside of the car. I'm walking outside of the car, and I'm in the parking lot now, and you can see people walking back and forth to their car and stuff like that because they after the movies or whatever. What I'm seeing is somebody's just standing in the middle of the parking lot. So hold on, family. Yo, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm walking up. I'm really happy right now. Like, oh, you already at the ticket booth? I'm on that type of time. Like, you already at the ticket booth? You good? Nah, I'm in the middle of the parking lot. So fellas, let me tell you, I'm like, nah. Now I'm getting like, I'm questioning my life right now because I'm like, Which path are you in? Are you in the first one or the second? Because I'm in the second one right now. She said, so me too. I said, no, you ain't. I said, no, you ain't, because I can't see you. She said, yes, I am. I'm standing directly in the middle. I'm waiting for you. Man, listen. It was a bigger girl than I thought it was going to be. All right? Not to say that, big girls, but you lied to me. All right?
You met up with a stud?
Nah,
that's insane.
Nah, that's ridiculous. You're ridiculous, Micah. But no, I didn't meet up with a stud. She just happened to be a bigger shorty than I was expected. You know what I'm saying? There's no shots to bigger women or anything like that, because absolutely beautiful too. But
don't try to clean it up, man.
No, she was bigger than I thought she was.
All right, bet.
All right, she lied. Okay.
All right, bet.
So when I got there, bro, I'm heated. Like, I'm pissed, bro. I'm like, all right, man, you know what? I'm gonna still be a gentleman. I'm gonna fight through this. It's gonna be cool. So I go to the ticket booth, get the tickets, whatever. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna get the food. I almost wanted to be stingy and not let her get no snacks. That's how mad I was. You hear me, bro? Like, I was so hated. Like, you don't even get popcorn. We doing small everything. We doing small soda. We doing small popcorn. I wanted to do small everything because I was so heated. I was so mad. But yeah, that was the date. You lied to me, man. It messed up my whole mood for the rest of the night. I went straight home after that. I didn't even care about the movie. I think I went to sleep.
Oh my God.
Get small everything.
Hey, bro.
His wallet was closed for her, bro.
Absolutely pissed.
Yo, small everything is insane.
Yo.
So did you finish? What was the follow-up game after that?
What are you talking about? I'm Casper, nigga.
You will never see me again.
I'm Casper, bro.
Yo, you are insane, bro. What's your worst day, Micah?
I bet. So this had to be like 2015, bro. It's a place called Sydney's here. If you know, you know. If you was in the city around that time, place called Sydney's, like a little wine bar, whatever. Dope spot. Invited this girl out, bro. I had seen her in passing, but we never like actually got up together, got a drink together, whatever. So y'all have probably all experienced this, bro, where when you're having a conversation with a girl and she's sober, everything cool. And then as the night progresses and she gets drunk, she can either get sloppy or she can get belligerent. Something crazy, you know what I mean? So basically that started to happen. It went from cool, calm, collected conversation, getting to know each other, all that. Then them drinks started flowing and I could see the change in her. I was like, uh-oh. My radar went up. I was like, hold up now. Who is this I'm talking to? So we got to a point in the night where I was like, hey, yo, it's time, you know what I'm saying, to either part ways or, find something else to do because the drinking looks like you can't handle it as much as I can. So I got to a point where I needed to take her home because she couldn't drive. So I was trying to be a gentleman. And when we got there, she was toasted. So of course I tried to get her in the bed and all that, and she was in a state of like, oh, I don't want you to leave, da 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 da, and I'm more so like, no, I need to make sure you're here safely so I can bounce and know that you got home safely. Bruh, I ended up staying, bro.
Mistake number one.
Bro. I wake up to her boyfriend at the foot of the bed.
Oh, you almost got shot.
Bruh, dead ass. So she had a roommate at the time. So I'm guessing he was hitting her phone up. She wasn't answering because she drunk as hell. I'm just laying here because at this point I'm tired. I'm like, fuck, it's like maybe 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, all right, I'll wake up early, get the fuck on. But he came over at like 4 or 5. So I look up, bruh tapped my foot. He like, bruh, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
Like he giving me like the death stare of all death stare. I'm kind of drunk myself too, but I'm just waking up like realizing what's happening. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I put my clothes on, bro. I was like, put my keys, bro. Might have a gun, bro. I got up out of there. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning, bro. I was like, yeah, and I asked her, how you ask certain questions. Yeah. I remember asking her, do you got a nigga? And she was like, nah. So the roommate let him in because she was like, is what you call it there? And she was like, yeah. So then he came in the house and saw me in the bed. I was like, wow,
That's insane.
I could have got.
That's
I
insane.
could not be here today.
What was the follow up game on that?
Oh, absolutely. Never talk to her again. Hey, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever I had at the time. Yeah, I deleted.
That is wild. All right. So worst dates. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. What's some of the best dates y'all been on though?
I'll go first on this one. I give a general statement. Anything where both parties can show their actual personality and you're not being stuck up or that, trying to impress people. I think like those impromptu dates that I've been on have been like the best, where we kind of don't know what we're doing. We kind of just figure it out.
Yeah.
And both people are just like, yo, I just want to be in your presence. I want to be in your company. And there's girls like multiple that I've been on, and I've probably had a ball. Places like Penn's Mechanical or Queen Park Social or Slingshot, like a place where you can get a drink, you can get some food, you can also do arcade stuff, bowling, all that stuff, like all intertwined in one spot. I've had a blast, yo.
What happened to them girls?
Hey, some got,
What you mean?
some got smacked, you know what I'm saying? Some didn't, It just depends on,
This man is crazy.
What happened is, yeah, bro. Spontaneity in a date is dope, man. I like that. I like the unawareness of the other party, because I semi know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little bougie something, and then something just super exciting. Like for instance, I might just be like, all right, we're gonna go on this rooftop to eat some food, right? We're gonna do that, and that might feel like something, but that's just, we chilling, we cooling. This is an experience. Everything is about an experience. And again, me locking in with you, communicating with you, understanding where you coming from and stuff like that, and being able to start that building is kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we gotta do something wild. We gotta do something that's going to set it off. Like he said, Slingshot, Penn's Mechanical, District 57, like challenging things like that, where you're putting yourself where you have to work together. You know what I'm saying? That type of communication. What does it look like when we together and have to have a challenge in front of us? I like doing mind games like that, which is crazy. That's all in itself. That's me. But yeah, those type of dates have been like the best. Like, and just all around, like, having a good time. And to be honest, for a long time, I didn't usually call them dates because I didn't need the stigma of it being that staple. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to come out with me and enjoy yourself. You ain't got to look a certain way. You ain't got to act a certain way. Just be yourself. If you can be genuine with me, I can be genuine with you. And there is no this fake that you have to put, is this facade that you're trying to show up with. You don't have to do that.
It sounds like both of y'all have experienced great, I don't even want to call them dates, get-togethers with women in the city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Why are we sitting on this couch still trying to figure it out?
Well, he already told you what his thing is. He's driven for his career.
Yeah, that's now though, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about for before?
Yeah, like,
before you wasn't career driven.
The boy was outside.
You wasn't career driven.
The boy was
2
outside.
weeks ago. You was outside for some reason.
Nah, I mean, I think about it all the time. It's just a choice I have to make, and I just haven't made that choice. Like, I have women that I know, if I say, hey, we've already, you know what I'm saying, they've been on the burner, or they went off and did what they wanted to do, I was still doing what I wanted to do. But at this point in time, I just don't feel like it's beneficial for me to be in a relationship. So, I mean, I'm just choosing not to. Not saying that I won't in the next year or the next 2 years. But right now, in my today mind, I don't feel like it's beneficial for me. I'm not saying for everybody else, but for me right now, I don't think it's beneficial.
That's real. Yeah. That's real.
I'm cooling right now. I'm very focused on me right now, bro. And that's what I'm really been, because I've been for helping other people for so long. It's like, what am I going after for me at this point? Like, I just started my own business doing this consultant stuff. So it's going to take a lot more time and stuff like that. I used to do MLMs or whatever that was, and that used to take up time, but it also took up my money, you know what I'm saying? But this is something that's invested for me, you know what I'm saying, that I'm building for myself. So right now, I don't force it. You know, I'm never forcing it. Always open, but never forcing it. So if it happens organically, of course, I'm going to embrace it. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah. I feel it. So obviously, we all three of us, we be outside, but y'all be outside. You know what I'm saying? If I'm outside 2 out of 5 nights,
Want to build a snowman?
y'all be outside.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
So at what point? This was a question. So just so the audience know, I sent some DMs to some folks that we both know, some female friends that we all know, and it was like, hey, I didn't tell them who was coming on the show. I was just like, hey, I got 2 single men coming on the show. What you want to know about them? And one of the questions that came up was, at what point do you feel like you grow out of going outside?
Bro, this tiring going outside. For real. It'd be boring. That's why you gotta just take trips. The only reason why I like outside is just like it's just a way to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, mostly I network with people mostly when I'm outside. And then after that we start partying. But for the most part, I connect with people like on a higher level. So most of the time when we be out, you wonder why I know the manager or the owner or the person that's running it. That type of thing, because that's the discussion that I'm having with the people when I'm outside. It's not necessarily we turning up. I'm trying to build.
You be getting that networking line off, boy.
It works, baby.
You be getting that off.
Hey, but if I get it off, but if it wasn't showing, would I be lying? Like it's what it shows.
I'm not saying you're not doing it. I'm just saying that ain't all you doing.
All right, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Let's define outside. Like, is it just like clubbing, or is that just going to a rooftop, having a drink? Like, so what's outside for real?
That's a good question. So
I like that.
the way I'm looking at outside, clubbing, bar hopping, but I don't consider like rooftop, having a drink, going home. I don't think that's outside.
Gotcha.
Outside means like for me, like you on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all know what the scene is around here. Like,
Yeah.
It's our usual spots. You end up Cloud,
Yeah.
Eden, that whole. You end up in them spots. You on the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, for me, like I've seen, like out of my friend group, I'm usually the youngest. So when I look at their ages, some of them are 35, some of them are 38, some in their 40s, and they do it almost the same amount as me. Because every
true.
time I see, I'm out, they out.
That's
so
true.
when you ask what age, it's kind of like I can't really pinpoint that, because if I'm in a space in my life where I don't have no kids still, I don't have this, and this, that is occupying my time, because that's something I like to do. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, and I don't think they meant it to say like, oh, is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
They just more so like, do you have kind of like a conscious age of when that would be? And I'm like, nah, not really, because like I said, defined outside, because I might just minimize, going to the Cloud and all that,
Right.
but I will be more so at Nouveau, Fahrenheit, Merchant and Trade, those places.
Right.
Or, just going to Rhino Market, grabbing a bottle and sitting there by myself. That's still outside, technically.
Yeah.
You're not in your house, but you can invite a girl or two just to come kick it with you. That's still technically outside. So, I mean, it's joy in life, bro. Like, I don't feel like
you.
nothing's wrong with that. I don't care what age you're at.
Yeah, but first of all, most of my hours is inside.
Fact.
That's fact. That's real.
My whole day is inside, bro. And when I work hard. I build business. Like, I build companies and shit. I mean, stuff like that. So it's like, man, if I can just unwind for a second, I'm going to do it. You feel me?
I love it. I
I will say this real quick before we leave that. It was a time where I was out Monday to Monday, and I was tripping.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's different. That's different.
Hey, before COVID,
Bro.
you'll catch me in a suit Monday to Wednesday outside. And then Thursday to Friday, I'm in some sweats, some jeans, and some jackets, and we going up. You feel me?
But now I can honestly say I've minimized it. Like I'm good for a good Friday to Sunday though.
Yeah.
But Monday to Thursday,
Yeah.
that's 4 days out the week. I'm not doing nothing.
Yo,
and if I
boy.
do, it's just going out to eat or something.
Nah, Micah be funny. I think I'm a chill, bruh. 72 minutes later.
The drunkest man in the party.
Right.
That
This
man
man
pull
in
up.
the DJ booth.
That man pull up like a phantom.
You see him? 92 degrees outside. He got a trench coat on. This boy crazy, dog. Nah.
Facts.
Yo, so y'all done been on some bad dates. Y'all done been on some good dates.
Yeah.
Outside is outside, like whatever. Once y'all ready, right? Like, because it sounds like y'all real focused on y'all at this moment.
Yeah.
What's the ideal profile of the person you end up doing life with, and is that even of interest? Doing life with somebody.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yes, it is. But the way that I view my life panning out, it's just gonna happen kind of like when it's unexpected. I was actually talking to I consider him my mentor, and he didn't have his first child till he was till like 35 or something. But he had retired his wife around like he was maybe 33. He runs a very successful business here, and now he just had his second kid. He's about to hit like 40. He's in shape. He has business in order. He has houses. He's from Miami but lives here. Like everything is kind of more ducks in a row to make it made more sense for him when he started having kids. So I just feel like, bro, like I mean, my ideal woman. I really can't say because I like this different things about women, and it's not all physical. Like actually, most of it is your personality, how you make me feel, and you know. I don't know, like, bro, like, but looks do matter. I ain't gonna sit here and act like looks don't matter.
Sure.
But I'm not that like superficial where I'm like, yo, if a 6 with a great personality and gets along with my family is like, yo, let's do this. I'm gonna be like, all right, if I'm at that point in my life, and then if a 9 who I can't stand to be around, she's gonna be ugly to me at some point because her heart and all that other stuff ain't in line.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
And I've been around both. Trust.
What's your ideal, O?
My ideal, that's hard to pinpoint too for me. I concur with what he's saying. Like,
Okay.
It varies. It varies because it's so many things that I like about like different women. But if I were to say, because I'm just mulling around it, it's definitely about your personality, how you conduct yourself. You know, are you God-fearing, that type of thing as well. Like, what are your standards? You know what I'm saying? And like, how are you hoping to grow with me? Are you open to grow with me? You know, because some people can get in a relationship with what I can provide. You feel me? Which is different than providing for somebody else as well. So I can provide a bunch of stuff and you become an accessory. You know what I'm saying? But what I want is a partner. You know what I'm saying? I want a young lady that's going to be down for me for everything. She provides just as much as I provide.
Yeah.
Everything that I miss, she picks up for me. You feel me? So yeah, that's my ideal.
That's
dope.
My
ideal.
That's dope. I feel like I've seen both of y'all in scenarios where people, or yeah, I'll even say people, men and women. Not to say that y'all go both ways and nothing like that.
Yeah, no.
But what I'm saying, no, well, I mean, you kind of sounded like Yo was describing his mentor, like he was trying to date him. Yeah, you know,
That's
in
crazy.
shape, live in Miami.
He runs
3 businesses.
I'll acknowledge that.
Got himself together.
That's what's up.
I ain't talking crazy.
Durant will pick up on anything. That nigga will pick up a Cheeto in that street.
Hey, his description was crazy. Yeah, he's 6'2".
No, bro.
But I have seen both men and women that just be around, like leverage y'all for resources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I feel that. Like, you definitely don't want to be in a situation where the only thing that they like the idea of you, but they don't like the actual you.
Yeah, you feel me? That's exactly it. You know, you like the idea of what I can provide, not me.
Yeah, because
That's very important.
Because the idea changes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, any idea you put out into the atmosphere shifts once other factors come into play, right? And so, O know every bar manager in the city, but what if O change cities? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna be around when you got to stand in line to get into the club.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Nah, that's wild. And Micah, don't ever describe a grown man. Don't ever do that again.
Trapezius muscles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's in shape. He drives a Honda TL.
Oh man,
boy, you need a rum. That boy swipe right on him.
Oh wow! Ouch! Oh,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yo. All right, so so I mean, we talked about like ideal woman, worst date, best date. I mean, I'm sure some of the ladies watching this is probably like, all right, like Durant, when you gonna get down to the nitty gritty? What's wrong with y'all,
bro? Too much.
A lot.
Too much.
We got time.
I like the way I got accountability too, though. That's one thing I do pride myself.
Bro, I know it.
I know
like,
something wrong with me.
Not right now. You're not. I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
You're not prepared for me.
Yeah, facts.
I'm a lot, bro. I'm a lot. Even though, like, I'm emotional because I'm alive. That's number one. And a lot of the things you think you gonna walk over with, I'm gonna say something about, which most people probably nurture. I'm not that because my nurturing was different for me from my parents. It's like, yo, you better get up when you scrape your knee. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's like, you better go after it. You got beat up? How? Fight for yourself, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So that type of mentality is always what I have. And then at the same time, I'll be like, when it comes to commitment, it's tough. Like, I'll be like, I'm always I overthink. That's another one of my red flags. I'll be like, yo, let me think about this. I'll be overthinking a bunch. Like, I'll think like 10 steps ahead, chess moves. I'm like, all right, well, you said this, and I immediately put it in the bank. Like, okay, all right, this is the type of energy you're giving. I don't think I want to deal with that. I overanalyze everything. That's what I get paid to do at work. So I overanalyze. So if I could just let life deal, it'd be dope as hell. But for right now, I overanalyze it.
Yeah. And so how do you work on that? Like, what's the next step to not overanalyze everything somebody does?
What's crazy is being able to speak like this, being vulnerable, and being more open to describe and discuss these type of things. Because before I used to be more of a closed book. You won't get none of this information from me at all. Because I don't let nobody inside. Because I feel like if you get too close, you're going to besmirch what the hell I just told you. Or you're going to use it against me type stuff. But you can't think like that. You know, everybody not out to get you. You feel me? So that type of thing is what I'm growing in. It's like being a little bit more vulnerable. You're already a people person, right? So people already like you for you. Like the time, remember, I was like, bro, I don't really care for my birthday like that. You was like, bro, but you got to let us celebrate you.
Facts.
And that was something that resonated with me. Even right now, I'm like, dang, I don't think about it like that because it's just another day. You feel me? But yeah, that's the type of stuff. Being able to be vulnerable for somebody else because somebody else sees you in a different light that you don't see for yourself. You feel me? And that's why I have to continually think and continue to grow. Yep, that's it.
All right. Now, I will preface this. I know this going to ruffle some feathers. I don't care. But I got to say it, bro. Like, for where I'm trying to get, the people that are already there, they not giving me a good example of what I aspire to be. So what I mean by that is men and women, I'm keeping it equal. I've come across married people who are as single as I am. And I mean that in the most disrespectful way. Like, bro, like
in the most disrespectful
I'm
way.
telling you, I've had encounters with married women.
Yo.
Promise you, like, I did nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't buy her like a lot of drinks. I didn't talk to her. I didn't promise her nothing. Buzz it open. That night.
It's the
That
experience.
scares me.
Yeah.
When it comes to the other person. Like, I know that I can control me.
Right.
I can't control nobody else.
Yeah.
And if I can commit my life to you, go down this whole path of the wedding, the buying the houses, the cars, the paying the bills, and then it just so happens all that goes to nothing. I'm older now.
Yeah.
I done lost all of this behind one person when I didn't have to do that. It was a want, not a need. So I'm constantly battling myself day to day when I meet people. I can meet a fine chick. We just got good chemistry. And then somehow it falls off, whether it's me or her. I understand where my faults are. But trying to dissect somebody else's fault, I don't even have the time right now. So I count my wins, I count my losses. But I know I have work to do. That's why I don't even approach certain women that I know I could get. I just like, nah, I'm going to let her chill because I know I'm not going to come with the right energy right now.
Right.
And I know, people don't like to be messed with when they like, bro, you could have just left me alone, and vice versa. I've been approached by women.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, yo, I'm just chilling at the bar. Shawty came up to me and turned my whole night up. And I did hers too, you know what I'm saying? And that's what comes with being outside. So I done seen so much. That's another thing. Like, I've seen so much. I can't just block that out and be like, oh, no, that'll never happen to me because I'm a good guy. No, life happens to everybody. And you don't know what season it'll happen. You could be doing everything right.
That's a fact.
And still get messed over. So I choose my choice. And if the consequences come later of me being 60 years old and single with a dog, cool. I asked for that because it is right here.
Mad dog food.
But hey, everything comes with consequences. Or I might be the happiest I've ever been with that dog by myself. Right. So it's like, bro, I gotta take my wins and losses. So I know what's wrong with me. I can't really pinpoint it. I can probably, if you tell me a situation, I'm like, oh yeah, I probably overthink on that one. Da 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 da. But certain stuff, I do know that I'm just not going for it.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
I feel you. I would encourage you. So I hear you. Like it's a lot of treacherous stuff going down out here in these streets. But I think part of not only relationships but just life in general is risking disappointment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to even touch reward if you're not willing to risk something going left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like most of the people that don't get to experience higher levels of success in any regard, forget love, relationships, friendship, whatever, it's typically because they didn't ever even swung the bat.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just stuck like, oh, man, what could happen? Mm-hmm. I ain't even going to play the game, man. Like, that, I don't think I can handle if it went the other way.
Yeah.
The reality is, to your point, you have no control over that, right? Like, that can go left whether you like it or not, whether you think you could trust that person or not. They can make whatever decisions they want. So you just want to hedge your bets and risk disappointment with somebody that hopefully they don't disappoint you.
That's right.
And the reality is they will disappoint you. You just hope that they don't disappoint you in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad they came up with a word called situationships because it's not on papers. Don't put me on papers because once we go to the courthouse, I'm mad. I'm mad now.
Situation
that
kings,
legally binding contract.
I'm not mad at you.
Situation kings, boy. Boy, what?
Y'all is good for a situation.
Hey, man.
I done seen Omari walk in the bar with a joint, and they look like they together. And I done asked Omari, he was like, I ain't fooling with that. Like, the girl you walked in with the
joint 2 seconds.
Bro, she's out to have a good time.
Hey, respect, man. Bro. I ain't judging nothing.
Hey, ain't no problem.
You know me, I shake hands. Oh, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you giving them executive handshakes and shit.
Hey, Micah ain't much better. Micah, it's Valentine's Day every day for Micah.
I ain't never seen this
how you doing, sweetheart?
Near flower, bro.
not near one.
He probably give her a mint from out of his pocket. That's all she give.
A mint and a truly.
I stay with a mint.
I'm gonna get a hookah. You want some? You want a tip?
He keep mints like church candy.
Boy, he got mints and hookah tips in his wallet.
That's all
I seen him pull one of them hookah tips from his collar.
And those be the ones who make other people do all the most.
This is true.
And then I only do that, and I still get, you know what I'm saying, what every man wants. You know what I'm saying?
So, don't try to make your plan sound strategic.
See, what I do is put the peppermint.
See, I get the red ones and the green ones. I know the girls with the skirts like the green ones. Boy, go ahead.
Man.
All right, so who's the one that got away for y'all?
Ooh.
You can name them. I'll bleep it out.
That really got away for real?
We can either do got away or the one that like you like. Dang, if I don't make a move on that now, I'm probably cooked on this.
Yeah, I got a couple, bro. It's like spans like different seasons of my life, like college, after college, most recently, and then like for real recently. That's like 4 different seasons of my life.
And then you want me to bleep those out, right?
Yes, please. God damn. Heck yeah.
Bro, he was rattling them off like Pringles, bro. He was popping them off like Pringles.
Them 4, that's why it ain't just one. Like, yes, them 4.
That boy pulled out a scroll.
Bro, he sure did, man.
Cause I know, bro.
Hey, there's a name missing off that list.
Who?
I can't even think of her name right now. Mad Mouse.
Oh, nah.
Really?
I ain't smacked, so it's only I'm counting.
That is horrendous. That's horrendous.
If I ain't touched
If I didn't touch it, ain't fine.
Dub.
Bro.
I ain't even pinch her yet. Yeah, I gotta pinch something. A toe or something, a thigh.
Dub.
I gotta see something.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
I don't count the ones. I gotta see something that ain't nobody seen.
Nah, dog.
That's crazy.
That is nasty. Yo, he just rattled them joints up quick.
Tell you,
He was like, bow, bow.
Yeah.
blah.
I'm glad I asked. You was listing them off. Like I could just leave them names out there.
They might.
I'm a block
watch
them.
this.
I'm a block them.
Please,
No,
please.
sir.
Yeah.
No.
You was almost about to say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I can hear it in his tone.
Nah,
Don't
this
be
might
that
go
bold,
up.
brother.
Yeah,
Don't
this
be
might
that
go-
bold. You know, I can't think. I can't think of. I think of one shorty. I do think of one shorty. It was awesome. I know her mom, everything, family, everything. She was amazing.
What happened?
Me,
Oh, what you do?
bro. I said no, no commitment.
That's
Me,
the,
it was me, bro. It was
honest.
me. It be me.
Hey, I mean,
I was like, nah. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. Wait a minute. Too great.
Yeah.
No, you know what? She had this is what happened. Because I'm petty too. Petty Washington. She had blocked me one time, right? She had blocked me one time.
yeah.
And I was like, bro, what if she do this if I'm married her? She blocked me, you know what? Forget her. I ain't messing with her no more. That was it.
How old were you when that happened?
I was like 25, 26, something like that. And then you know, came back, we reconvened. I said, "Can you block me, nigga? You lucky I still love you, but let's go get some food."
Yeah.
let's go get some food. But yeah, there's always going to be love there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if she was to get married or whatever, I wish her all of the best.
Yeah.
Can I break down my 4?
Sure.
I bet. So the one in college, as I was cheating on her, she was cheating on me. We had a mutual disrespect for each other.
Mutual disrespect is
Mutual
insane.
disrespect is so good.
But no, well, the kicker was she had receipts. She had a kid. So that was like, all right, cool. I understand where we at. I'm going to holler at you.
She had a kid on you?
Yes,
technically.
technically.
Dang,
Yeah.
she smoked your boots.
She did.
She smoked
got
some
it.
food.
Number 2
Number
2 was her friend. So you see what I'm saying? Like,
he like
Yeah,
the
y'all-
friend group.
yeah.
What in the loving hip hop is going on?
Exactly. So, but with her, honestly, I wasn't like in the headspace, and she was like long distance. And back then, I'm like 24, maybe. I can't do long distance. I need you like here type thing. The third one, yes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It got to the week of me about to meet her parents, and I was like, no. I'm
backed
good.
out?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. So it was me. It was 100% me because she did nothing wrong, and she didn't live that far. She stayed in like Raleigh.
She don't like you no more.
Nah, she hate me, and she got a kid now, so it's definitely.
Yeah, I was about to say you get that close to the parents and
Yeah.
back out.
Yeah, it's
you on
over.
the never ever list.
Nah, that
And then the fourth one, I was supposed to go see her for her birthday. I backed out. I went to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta and went crazy.
And you was probably all over your story too,
bro,
dumb.
disrespectful with it. Like on my main story, not close friends. Like I just didn't care. I get in the modes where I just don't care. And she saw it and it was over with.
Well, it sound like
it wasn't when we went to Atlanta.
No, it was another time.
I'd be like, bro, if I would have known you had shorty like that,
Nah.
I'm a little bit more respectful.
She lived in New
I'm
York.
a little bit more reserved than
Yeah,
that.
I was supposed to fly to New York, but I switched it to me going to Atlanta.
I think I remember that.
Yes,
I
you
think I
do.
remember that.
You
Wow.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, you was out of pocket. I didn't know the whole story. That's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. So it sounds like both of y'all got things were progressing to a certain point, and then y'all hit the brakes hard. E-brake.
Yeah, yeah,
It'd be me.
for sure.
Why?
I just told you. She blocked me and I ain't like it. Petty.
So you're a child. Got it.
Immediately. Didn't like it. Why would you block me? If we get married, you block me? Why?
So
what
she
is
do
that?
something one time, that's the way it's gonna be forever.
She did it twice. I didn't say it once. My fault.
yeah.
I should have said it 2 times. Is crazy, and it was over like petty something. Like it wasn't something I did crazy.
I support that.
So I was like, nah. I don't
If
wanna
you've
play
corrected
that.
it once and
Yeah,
you
I don't wanna-
blocking me all of a
come
sudden,
on,
that's
I'm not
goofy.
playing those games. That's crazy.
That's goofy.
That's insane.
I'm with you.
Yeah. What was the question?
I don't think I asked
Why?
the question. Oh yeah, why?
Oh, why? I don't know. I kind of told you this right there.
Yeah.
Different for.
Just over
Yeah.
it.
Oh, why? But why am I? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm a microwave too. Like something I don't like, or I feel like I can't deal with in the future. Like if I see something now that I know, like all right,
Overthinking, man.
that rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
If it happens again, I don't even give it a chance to happen again.
Got you.
I try to nip stuff in the bud, and it really hurts me in the end. But I got to deal with that because again,
Yeah.
it's the decisions I make.
Nah, that's real.
But I'm gonna let you know though. I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling you that this is what I feel. But if you don't, that's on you what you do with it next. How you act and how you how you reply to that. All right, cool.
Nah, that's real.
I got
That's
it, did
real.
it.
I heard a quote the other day. They was like, people are out here looking for the one, and the reality is like, you pick somebody to become one with, right? And so like, I think the reality of where we sit is y'all bouncing on people of one situation.
Because I ain't got to deal with that.
And these are manageable things.
It is, but I don't have. It's a.
Bro, it's a million people. It's a million
Literally.
freaking people. You think
A million people who all have a million flaws.
Your flaws is fine. My flaws outweigh yours. So I'm like, I can't handle that, and you're not gonna like who I am when
Yeah.
I can't handle what you be doing.
That's real. And I think I have a very black and white view of this, right? Because I don't believe in soulmates. I don't believe in none of that. I thoroughly believe that if any two people decide they want to make it work, they can make it work.
Facts.
It's gonna cost something, but
Yeah.
Sacrifice,
any
yeah.
two people can make it work.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm like sitting here. I'm like, you call yourself a microwave? I'm like, this ain't no bag of popcorn. Like, what you talking about? Like,
Nah,
I
can
like
be
the
just
fact that
dumb
you got
with
it black and white though. That's a different dynamic. Because I think about everything like something has to grow into something. Like, but I guess the way that you said it, you don't believe in soulmates. You believe in if you can make it work. That's that growth. That's that molding, right? So I guess I get that. I mean, I'm with that type of stuff, but like again, it'd be like other little nitpicky stuff. It's like,
yeah.
am I really willing to put up with that like for mad long and then besmirch how I feel peace? You know what I'm saying? Because during that time that you blocked me, think about the climate that we're in, right? We talk about women. We talk about good-looking women that are able to have opportunities with other people, whatever the case may be, when life is this tangible, right? You can grasp it right now. You can get it right. I see it all the time. I live it all the time. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm cool with that. So the first inkling that I see, I'm like, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You all over the place. I'm watching all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, I know everybody, so I'm like, okay, all right,
Moving different.
okay,
Yeah.
you okay, all right.
That all right to me. All right.
All right.
You think I'm stupid?
Because I'm watching, bro. You think, bro, it's cool. Do your thing, but don't try to put this light of who you think you are. You know what I'm saying? But what we see. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think women feel the same way about y'all?
Absolutely. And I understand it. I'm not saying I don't understand it. I get it.
And I like to be
1,000%.
transparent. I'm like, yo, I am that.
Yeah. H-O and the E. I am.
No, I'm not that. I'm a connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur.
I'm a I can't even.
Dog, y'all goofy. I don't know what. All right. I mean, so we've been talking like introspectively, right? Like talking about like the things that make us tick.
You like to throw in big words.
I know you ain't talking. But besmirch. What you say? Besmirch? Whatever that word is.
I did say that.
You just said that about 3-4 times.
Touche. That's the word of the day.
He said network. He's like, you like using network.
Yeah. Oh no, he do like that network. He like that. That boy swear he out here running social circles.
I'm trying to find a good spot to put the leaf on without tipping that wine over. He got a feng shui in his house.
Right, look like he made that himself, right?
Hey, that's insane. That's insane.
He said the boys gonna love this.
Hey, yo, y'all can get out.
The boys gonna love this.
Hey, yo, made it myself is crazy. That's a Home Goods exclusive,
Arts
yo.
and crafts.
Absolutely. You be standing in that line at Home Goods for 4 hours.
Nah, for real.
That line be crazy.
With an extra large cart. Mad rugs behind you.
Hilarious.
Oh, bro.
Yo, so what's some of y'all, like, it sounds like, so everybody focused on themselves right now. Like, what's some of y'all goals for this year?
Yo, one of my goals this year is to gain more clients. So I just got my first client and for the consultant stuff like that. I want to
explain what the consultant stuff. Like,
all right, so for a consultant right now, I got a company called OW Strategic Business Consulting, and basically what I'm about is your key KPIs and stuff like that, your business growth and things of that nature. I'm helping you bridge the gap between your writer's block and your goal, and that goal at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? That light at the end of the tunnel. So a lot of times people know what they want at the end, don't know, and sometimes know how to get there, but don't know how to measure it. So I want to measure and help you measure your success so you can have longevity, whether you want to open up other businesses and things of that nature. So that's what I do. And so at the end of this year, I'm hoping to have at least just like five clients, on a consistent basis and things of that nature. That's it.
Locked in on the business. Anything mental health or anything like that you
Bro, yo, crazy enough, man. What's been helping with my mental health? I been part of this leadership academy kind of thing through Korn Ferry, and they challenge you with how you speak to individuals, how you're being perceived as an individual. So what you speak and how you are around those around you, is how people perceive you. And sometimes you can come off like, well, for me, I can come off very direct and stuff like that. So I want to make sure how I speak, I know my audience. Know the room that you're speaking in, and the language that you need to have, and then being vulnerable and having analogies about your own life so that you can embrace others.
Dope.
You feel me?
Dope.
That's it.
What you got, Micah?
So you said goals by the end of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this has been heavy on my mind, bro. I don't know if I told you about this, but just getting back to my foundation with God and stuff like that. Reading more of the Bible, actually getting clarification, because it's one thing to learn it as a child, stray away while you trying to grow up and get your own experiences, and then revisit it.
Yeah.
Because now you have a grown mind, you got all these experiences and da 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 da. So I say all that to say, by the end of this year, well, the one thing that's been like just coming out of my head, like God's been telling me, like, yo, mentorship for young black kids. And it's not going to be the general way that everybody thinks, oh, just a mentorship. We're going to sit down and just talk to them. It's going to be a different way that I feel, fit to like, hey, this is how I'm going to impact this group of children. And by September, I would say after Labor Day, because I want the school year probably starts in August. Let them get in there, get in school. September, I want to launch my mentorship program, either at a middle school or something of that nature. And I'll give you, where that comes from for real. So in 2017, I quit my job at Mattress Firm. And I went on a leap of faith with my mom. That's when we first started Innovative Learning. Bro, 2017, I was making $300 a week. I was, 23 at the time?
That boy yourself, no mattresses.
Bro. No, I was doing good, but I had quit that job just to be like, you know what? I'm going to start something of my own. Bruh, 2017, we wrote our first grant. Me and her never even knew nothing about grants. Bruh, God took care of us from that point on, bro. And that was the happiest I've ever been, making the least amount of money. So I know it's not about the money. It's about my purpose. So, like, young black kids, like when I was there at Northridge Middle School, anybody who was at Northridge, Mr. Ingram and Miss Coulter at the time, ran the after school program. Bruh, that made me have so much joy, like in general. Like, bruh, the way those kids were gravitating to me, and I was mad younger. So like now, again, I have way more experience now. That's 8 years ago. I know that's what I need to get back to. And I know the different way to do it to still sustain my lifestyle, but also impact children. So by the end of this year, I want to have that everything set, ready, know what schools I'm going to be at, and all of that. So
that's fine.
If you're a single mother, you need some mentoring and all that, hit me up. I have some stuff for you.
Why just the single mothers?
Because they ain't got no dad in the house, but I'll take any kid. I'll take any kid who's troublesome,
Bro, as soon as
did.
he said it, I said, this man wild.
Like,
I really wasn't thinking like that when I said it.
He put something out there that was so heartfelt.
Bro.
And any single mothers out there.
If you're a single mother, listen.
I really wasn't thinking like that. That's crazy. That's like I gotta change my reputation.
But I do understand where you're coming from, yeah. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Where he coming from?
He's coming from a place where a lot of times because I used to do Turning Point years ago with CMS. A lot of these kids have to grow up with their mothers and stuff like that, where they get kicked out of the school and things of that nature. And, they don't really have that figure. And everybody telling them that they bad. Everybody telling them what's wrong with them rather than how to uplift them. So that's the dichotomy. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So being able for him to step in, I know we thought you were saying it a different way.
I really was
because of the person, but but being able to step in and act as that centerpiece and be a staple for other young men. That's what's up. Because it starts at the youth. Because you're building a generation.
Yeah.
It starts at the youth. Not when you old, man. When you old, you already be stuck in your ways. Think about how hard it is to change people's mind at your job or wherever you at. It's hard, bro. And even your friends try to change their mind about what they doing, how they living.
Yeah. No, it's easier to raise up strong children than it is to to change weak men. You know what I'm saying?
Boom, I like that.
Facts.
That wasn't my quote. That's a Black History quote. I can't remember who said it, but one of them Black History greats said it.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
You be reading. I like it.
Nah, I mean, I Googled Black History quote. I be sharing them on LinkedIn. You know what I'm
saying? Hey!
It was one of them guys that got the black and white picture. That's how I knew he was important.
You go black and white on him. You official.
Boy.
You official.
He be getting a lot of green claps on
LinkedIn. Nah, he was facts. Nah, he had the black and white picture, and he was seated at an angle. That's how I knew. I said, they was cooking.
Real talk.
They was cooking.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about coming up with ridiculous quotes and sitting in a chair like that with a cigar.
That's kind of fire.
That should like be fire. That should
you only benefit from things that you step on. Something like that. Something like that. You know what I mean? Something like that. And it just be black and white with smoke. Makes no sense at all.
The more you breathe, the more you're black.
That's why you got that big old nose.
Right. Like hookah, take a deep breath and blow it out.
Just relentless with it.
Yo, that is funny, yo.
Ridiculous quotes, yo.
What's yours? Let me ask yours. What's your goal at the end of the year?
My goal, So I want to get this company together. Like, so I'm in a startup and trying to get them organized. I'm tired of like. So when you join startups, like startups, typically are pretty disorganized. It's basically win at all costs. And so want to get them to a place where it's more streamlined and automated, so I don't got to work 10-hour days. Like I'm tired.
That's dope.
So that's one. Two, want to find another revenue stream. So you know we in the real estate and stuff. So trying to figure out another place to make a play. One just fell through today, but you know what I'm saying, we still on the hunt, figuring it out.
That's what's up, bro.
And then I'd say like mentally, physically, just trying to slow down and keep it simple. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
You know,
Love to hear it, man.
I'm real. I can be very extreme in the way that I approach stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'll wake up and be like, yo, I ain't drinking no more for the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like if something's wrong, I'll be like, oh no, we ripping everything to pieces. Let's get to it. And so I'm trying to find more balance in the way that I approach stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very, it makes me successful, but at the same time, it makes my life internally in my head like
Stressful.
I'll be lighting myself up, boy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So trying to find more balance.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
All
what's
right.
up, man.
Let's see. Y'all ever been to therapy?
No, I do want to try it.
I
though.
need to try that.
I think I'll get kicked out, but I think I think I would try.
I thought therapy is insane.
I need therapy.
Hey, bro.
I need to be therapized.
Yeah, for sure. Cause it's coming from somebody who don't know me,
Yeah.
and I mean, just like right now, I'm speaking freely, and I definitely will with him or her. I don't know what's better if I need to go to a woman therapist or a man, but I'm open to it. It's online. You can do it online now, right?
Yeah,
You don't gotta go in the office.
Zoom in. I ain't gonna lie. I had an older white lady.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like
I
a
do
year
want to
and a
lay
half.
on somebody's couch like they did in like the movies.
I
and
do
stuff.
want to try
shit-
that. I do want to try that.
What's up today? They just come up with a topic.
So I went in person, like I think it was like 2018. This was before the pandemic, and she didn't have a couch. That joint irritated me,
She
bro.
had a full time.
No, little folding chair. That joint had me hot. Dog.
Hey,
That joint had me hot. I said,
A
yo,
folding chair would keep me isolated. I wouldn't say nothing to you.
Nothing.
I
What
was
is this, an
sick.
AA meeting? Crazy. Get out of here. Nah, I'm not in no folding chair.
Nah, I was sick.
Yeah.
I said, yo, I need like the movies. Like, I need to be able to kick my feet up, give me a blanket, and look straight up in the air.
I'm trying to be like Mike Lowry in Bad Boys.
Hey, yo. Mike Love.
I'm going to smash his therapist. That's crazy.
What's your thoughts on therapy, O?
I'm with it. I need to do it. I think it'll be dope.
When y'all gonna schedule?
As soon as I can figure out what my insurance gonna take care of, because I'm not coming out of pocket for isn't it?
That's real.
You feel me?
I ain't bad.
Wait. So y'all wouldn't pay for therapy?
No.
Nah, I don't think I needed that bad. I do think I need it. I don't think I needed that bad.
I'm just not paying for it. That's what we get.
What
That's what
what
we got
leaves,
insurance for.
what would you define as you need therapy bad?
like I said, I'm very upfront with myself. I know I got issues, but I ain't that messed up in the head. You know what I'm saying?
So you
I'm
gotta
just-
be messed up in the head to go to therapy?
No, but that's something I would pay for. Like, hey, you need to go. Like going to rehab. That's something like you need immediate. Like now,
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's that bad, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I
and you
don't-
can tell me you've been around me. Y'all have been around me.
I think that everybody should go to therapy. I almost
Yeah.
think it should be mandated. Like,
No, I don't think it's mandated, but I think it is strongly advised.
I think
Strongly
it,
advised,
I think it should be mandated. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I think it's. I don't think it's healthy, and I'm speaking to myself at this moment. I don't think it's healthy to try to work through everything through your own mind, like, because you're only looking at it through one lens.
Yeah.
Even when you try to look at it through multiple lenses, you're looking at it through other people's lenses, then you put yours on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So it always ends up coming through your filter. So I think it's fair to have another person who might not be in your friend circle, might not be in your family, doesn't know a whole lot of context, is just looking at the playing field and saying, yo, I know you think you all right, but you a little wild.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shoot, I mean, I low key do it in a way that I guess is comfortable for me right now. Like I'll go up to a random lady or guy, you know, if let's say just me and a dude got in the drink, and I'm like, hey bro, what's your opinion on this? And it might be about something like relationships or whatever, and I'll hear him out. He don't know me from nowhere.
Yeah. What if he crazy?
He might be. He not licensed in nothing, but I do like doing stuff like that, and I know that's not the technical way.
You think the therapists go home and tell the significant other, y'all had this crazy
For
I
sure.
do think so.
in the
For sure.
crib
Yes.
today.
Some girl just got fired for that.
Yeah,
You need to get fired.
everything is bendable. Police ain't doing what they supposed to do. Preachers out here gay and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Yo, how you jump to that?
2025, bro. I don't put it past nobody, bro. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Tell me, people ain't doing this.
This man crazy.
Bro.
Yo, he immediately went on a
This
tangent.
man is a menace, dog.
Yo,
just
don't be telling myself that's getting vulnerable with somebody that you don't even know. That's crazy.
Now you-
Hey, but it's all right because they don't know. But if they tell somebody else and that, you know how many people I know?
Now your
I got
information
my
all the way in
therapist gotta
Connecticut.
be in.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I gotta get a therapist that's in like California or something.
Your facts.
It'll never
on a
come
different time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could only at 3.
Yo, what is wrong with you?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
That's the time that works for me. Yeah,
You can only do it at 3. Why? Oh boy.
How does married life feel?
Married life, I think some of this is I've already covered with y'all, right? Married life is work every single day. Like no cap. Like it's which is why I'm so hard on people when they like, yo, I'm trying to find the one. I'm like, even the one you think you found is a negative one some days. Like real
That's
life.
a fact.
Bruh.
You
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
Like I'm like, bro, you might think you got a 1 and they'll wake up on a Tuesday and be like, yeah, I'm negative 12 today.
Right.
And you don't get to walk away because you thought you had a 1. Like you figure out how to get from negative 12 to negative 8, negative 8 to negative 4, and hopefully you get to a 0 by the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? So that's my view. Like I'm blessed enough to have a partner that she is in it. You know what I'm saying? Like we figure it out. Are there days that we beef? Yeah. We beefed this morning. You know what I'm saying? But y'all saw her down there. She went and bought bottles of water for the pod. You know what I'm saying? Donuts. Like we still show up and we get to it. Like there's a bigger plan at hand. You know what I'm saying? So I love that part.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. So that's
Hey,
marriage.
I do want to say thank you for having me. I like what you're doing here, sir. And keep going, man. For real, for real.
This boy here.
This one. He always want to massage somebody's knees or something.
Hey, yo.
What is up with you?
Hey, it's a running theme with Micah today.
Thank
yo.
you to my peoples. That's crazy.
I ain't like the way you said it. I ain't, it
But
wasn't
he
genuine.
He called you sir too.
You heard? I appreciate you having me, sir.
Oh, what's your experience being in Charlotte? Like nightlife and stuff like that. Just being out and networking yourself.
Yeah, so I think I had a bit of a cheat code, obviously, because I knew both of y'all coming into it. So that built the community pretty quickly, right? And I think that Charlotte nightlife I think Charlotte in general, forget nightlife, I think Charlotte has all the pieces to be a very booming city. I think Charlotte struggles because it doesn't have culture.
Yeah.
Like you can't, there isn't much that, you know what I'm saying, if I go to a different city, they'd be like, oh yeah, Charlotte's known for, right? It's a bit of a transplant city, and so I think it's going to take some, and I think Marcellus is doing a decent job at it, Next Level in that crew, Curtis and all them, and then there's the African side of they do like the I'm My Piano party. Like I'm starting to see some circles bubble.
Yeah.
But like that thing ain't really hit. Like how when I go to LA is a DJ city. You know what I'm saying? When the DJs throw parties, you follow them to their parties, right? Like it's all driven by the DJs. And I even see some of that happening here at Charlotte a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all these little pockets are starting to bubble. I'm just intrigued to see what sticks. And you know what I'm saying? What can we build around?
There's pockets everywhere. It's always it's always something to do, and everybody's looking for something to do and a place to go. But everybody can't be everywhere.
Facts.
Unless you're me. But you feel me? But what I'm saying is, on a serious note, it's hard to be everywhere because there's a party right there. There's a party right there. This DJ's doing this, and they're all competing. And then when you go to the spot, you be like, "Dang, it look like this." Mm-hmm. Be like, ah.
So what's that one thing that can be brought to Charlotte to give it identity or whatever? Like in y'all's opinion.
You know what I think is missing in Charlotte, like drastically, is serving the adults around our age that don't want to be out till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And we spoke on that before.
Yeah, like I have a real problem with the fact that from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. there is nothing popping out here.
Nothing to do.
That's
except going to get food.
That's it.
You
That's
can't
it.
do no brunch.
And I don't.
There's no Sunday fun. Well, Sunday fun day is different, but this Saturday is just like.
I never understood how a day party started at 2 and nobody shows up till 6:30.
Yeah,
like
that's literally
that makes my head hurt.
That's Charlotte.
That makes my head hurt.
Yeah, especially coming from Tampa.
Yeah,
We both live there, and that jump be jumping all day. If you go out, you just an alien, bro.
What's crazy is like Charlotte, like it starts its night so late. You would assume that you in like New York or like Philly or somewhere.
Garbage.
But it's closed in the same amount of time that you just got there. You got there, you get there at 12, whatever. The joint is over at 2. You're not staying up to 4 or 6. So you didn't get a nap in. You've been working all day, and you trying to do all of this. It doesn't happen. And now you lit. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
real.
But
That's
yeah,
real.
it's a tough city, man. I wish there's opportunity. It's something always to do. Let me be honest with you.
Fact.
If you wanted to go out every single day, trust me, I've done it. You can do it every single day.
Every day.
Every day. There's something to do if you really want to do that. However, the time that you're going to have is going to be weighed with the people that you interact with and the areas that you put yourself in.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's why I like doing outskirts. I haven't gone to the club like that much. I've been doing these outskirts, little hitting bars, little Sycamore, you know what I'm saying, little small bar, things of that nature, because it's chill. Number one, I ain't breaking the bank trying to chill.
Yeah,
Have a good time. I'm not breaking the bank. I'm not trying to buy that glass. I just paid the same amount for the price of for the bottle. You know what I'm saying? For a shot. I don't need that. I'm cool. It's not that important to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here to just chill.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So I'll throw 2 more things at y'all. So how do y'all feel like, obviously, I won't, Micah called himself one. He called himself a hoe. I guess.
No, not me.
Yeah. Omari called himself a connoisseur. So we'll roll with that. How do y'all feel about, like, your reputations precede you, right? And so what is the thought process? Like, let's say you met somebody who knows some of the players in the city, and how are they supposed to react to your reputation?
What do you mean by that?
How do you think your track record impacts the way that a potential partner would look at you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know because I don't be doing that much that you would see. So I'm chilling.
Just because they don't see it don't mean they don't know.
All right, if they know, they would say it.
How do you feel it would impact?
If it does, it would impact in a way. It would be like, all right, well, you this. They would most of the time be like, you get all the girls, or you do this type of lifestyle. You got all of the girls. You do this. I'm like, what? I don't know all about that. I mean, but you here in my face right now. So what's going on?
Oh, so you deflect.
How's that deflecting? Where's the deflection?
My boy said, "Oh, I mean, you here, so what does it matter?" That's a clean deflection.
What am I deflecting on?
Hey, man, we ain't not about to sit here and play words of friends, though.
I didn't deflect.
I just want to know, do you think, and how do you believe it will impact the likelihood that your partner will take you serious based off your previous history.
I think it will. It's already happened to me, but then she only knew me from Instagram, what I post, right? And then she actually had a conversation with me, and she was like, "Bro, like you're really kind of like really cool, like, and you actually are more calm in person. I can see the potential of you getting crazy. Like I see girls coming up to you, I see everybody dapping you up." But it's like, it's not like, oh, I'm just a bad person because I get a lot of women.
Right.
What about me attracts a lot of women to me?
Absolutely.
So that's a good thing, actually. Because if I wasn't likable, just in general, by people I dap up, girls that be hollering, there's a problem. So it's actually the opposite. So girls actually try to figure out, dang, why are you
That popular?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
What about you?
And if they're willing to take those steps to be my, like, oh, I want him to notice me out of everybody else, then that shows that they are actually interested in me.
That's a good answer.
Oh, you rolling with his answer?
I like it. I could piggyback off of it, but that's a good answer.
Okay, I'm rolling. All right, what's your thoughts on legacy, man? Like, I know recently I've been kind of shifting into thinking about, like, all right, well, what do I leave behind here when I'm dead and gone? You know what I'm saying? Where's your mindset on legacy?
Definitely want to leave a business. So you asked about this year. Mentorship is this year. By next year, I've already told you about my own wine. So all of that's in the work. I just know me. I have to take things in stride, and free myself up from some of the things that happened in the past. I'm not dwelling on it, but it'll allow me to be a little more free to create this the right way, and leave businesses and real estate. I definitely want to get into that with my future children or for my nieces and nephews who are already here. So I don't always look at it as my children. I already got nieces and nephews. They're coming up pretty fast. My oldest one is 13 today.
Right.
So
shout out Carter.
Absolutely going to see him Saturday. So yeah, that's definitely what my goal is, leaving a business that they can just pick up and run, or some type of real estate and all of that, because I know that's never going anywhere.
Why is that important?
Because, man, I didn't have it. And I see the things that I'm constantly having to overcome that I just don't want them to have to overcome. And I see right now where the world is, and I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. And if they're not there yet, that means, let's say one of my nieces is 4. By the time she's 18, 14 years from now, different presidents, different rules, laws in place. Yeah. I'm trying to debunk all of that by just knowing the things that have over time have never wavered, which one of them is real estate. So whatever industry I can get in or asset that I can have, that if I, God forbid, die, they can take control of or whatever, I'm down for that.
That's dope. My boy said he wants to start a wine company.
Absolutely.
He about to get the grapes from South Carolina.
He gonna have muscadine. Grapes look like bullets.
That boy driving over the border to get a crate of grapes.
That's gonna be enough to make one bottle.
Yeah, man, I got this exclusive one of one.
I got one sample. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that shit too.
Not the South Carolina grapes. What you think, O?
With legacy, man,
Yeah.
absolutely. I definitely want my name remembered. So for this year, business type of stuff, but I've wrote down like many a time that I wanted to build a conglomerate. Something that's really hard to do is do it with your friends. And I wrote this a long time ago when I used to do MLMs. If you ever came in my office, it's building a business with your friends. Defy the odds of building a business with your family, right? Your friends and family and stuff like that. So I really want to build a conglomerate, because I like to do multiple things, and I know a lot of people do multiple things, and I feel like being able to leverage other people will help you build a legacy in the community as a whole. So not only my name is in it, but it's everybody's name that built that have their own legacy and how they're building within this conglomerate within itself. So that's where that's my legacy. That's what I'm wanting. I want to do real estate as well, but that'll be a composite of the conglomerate itself. The multifaceted, as years grow, go on, and then building trust funds and building residual income. That's sitting down on your behind money. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. That's what I'm focused on.
It's fire.
So, yeah, we always got to go to work, right, and put in work. Excuse me, but I would love to have passive and make sure that I'm making passive income
Yeah.
continuously.